Hi, it's Tad Strange. I know it's been over 5 years since I posted on this channel, but I'm here to give you a bit of nostalgia. Most of you probably don't even remember who I am, and that's fine. So 5 years ago, I posted a video, almost 6 years ago actually, this was in 2018. I posted a video of me showing off my Lapis Lazuli routine. It was okay, it was decent, but I think I can do better. It has been 5.5 years since I uploaded that, and I wanted to come back now in 2023, almost 2024, and show my new Lapis Lazuli routine, I suppose. This could be a tutorial if you want to. I have a new wig. I have a new method. I have the same costume that I've always had since 2018, so that hasn't changed yet. But I have a new wig to show off that I styled myself, and I am just really excited to show how much I've improved since then. If you want to go back and watch the old video, I'll put it in the description. Yeah.
First off, you probably see that I've got this blue leotard on. I actually have this to help cover up my neck, my shoulders, and my stomach when I put on my cosplay. It's kind of a new method that I'm trying out, so you're just going to come along with me on this journey to see if it works. I've also getting a little fancy today with the double camera angles, and I'm kind of glad I did this. You'll see why later on in the video. Anyway, as always, all products I'm using will be listed below in the description, so let's just go ahead and get started. And as the legendary Nikkei tutorial says, not to prime is a crime. So I'm starting off with the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream, EOS Lip Balm, and NYX Honey Dew Me Up Primer. And oddly enough, this Honey Dew Me Up Primer was a little bit like real honey because it was a little sticky, but I guess that's what you want in a good primer. Alright, next I'm moving on to the face paint. I'm using Mehron's Paradise AQ in light blue, and then I'm also using Mehron's Clown White Light Paint. I prefer the light because it's not as sticky, and then I'm also using Mehron's Translucent Color Set Powder. And then throwing a new contender into the mix is this blue color foundation from Sunset Makeup. And then taking that Clown White Light Paint, oh my gosh, it's a tongue twister. I'm putting it on all of my concealer points just to even out my skin a little bit. And then using our new friend from Sunset Makeup, I'm putting it in all of my contour points, like my cheekbones, around my chin and my forehead, and also a little bit around my nose. Now I'm going to be taking that Paradise AQ paint, wetting it, and then putting in all the parts that I did not get with the Sunset Makeup, just to give a little bit of diversity with the tones and color and shading. And of course, just like regular foundation, you're going to want to blend down your neck. And around this point is why I'm glad I had two cameras filming at the same time, because my main camera actually stopped recording and did not get this. And then taking that Clown White Light Paint again, I'm just putting it back in all of my concealer points just to give it a little bit more pop. And most important of all, you're going to want to take that color set powder and put it everywhere to make sure that paint does not budge. Just don't breathe it in like I did. And last of all, you're going to use the setting spray. I'm using Milani's Make It Last, and then drying it off using a fancy blue fan. And then we're going to move on to eyes. I'm using 3 different palettes. The first one I'm using is from Makeup Revolution in Ice, and the color I'm using to fill in my brows is the color Arctic. And then I'm using a second Revolution Beauty palette called Constellation, if I don't drop it, and using the colors Neptune and Night Sky to put in my contour points. And contouring with eyeshadow might not always be necessary, but personally for me, I like to do it because it adds depth to my otherwise round face. But if you don't want to do it, then that's totally fine. You do whatever works for you. And I'm just putting that in all of my regular contour points, like my cheekbones, my jawline, and my forehead. And then I'm making sure to blend it all out really, really good. All right, after all of that endless blending, I'm going back into that Makeup Revolution Ice palette in the color Cool, and just putting it under my eyes, on my cheekbones, just anywhere that I want a little bit of brightening. And now it's time to bake. I'm taking some of that color set powder and just putting it in all the places that I've contoured, like my jawline, my nose, and my forehead, just to even it out a little bit. All right, and then going in to do the eyeshadow, I'm going back into that ice palette in the color Iceberg and Arctic again, and then putting that into my crease and over my lid. And honestly, you can just use any blue eyeshadow for this. I just specifically chose this palette because, well, I mean, you saw the blue in there. And then doing more of that endless blending that takes forever. Trust the process. And then next, I'm taking this Essence Extra Long Wear Eyeliner pen, which has hollow lettering, which I appreciate, and going in and doing my eyeliner. And then to finish up the eyes, I'm using some Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara, and then some Kiss Lash Glue, and then some Kiss Lash Couture Fake Eyelashes. And I'm gonna botch this, but I think they're called Pret-a-Porter. And it's actually canon that Lapis has the best lashes in the show, so you know I had to get fancy. And for the lips, I'm taking this water-activated palette, and I'm just using some blue and going over my lips, trying to darken them up a little bit. And then I'm also taking some lip gloss and a little bit of highlight on those lips, just to make them pop. And with that, the makeup portion is basically done. All that's left to do is just put on the costume and the wig. And that might take a couple minutes, so I'll be right back.
So after 3 different cameras, 2.5 hours, it's not exactly how I like it. It's still going through a couple changes. But yeah, this is my completed Lapis Lazuli 5 years after I've done it for the first time. Or actually, 6 years. Or no, it actually would be 7 years because I started it in 2016. And then I began officially cosplaying her in 2018 in a cosplay instead of just a costume, like a Halloween costume. That's the thing about cosplay is like you never are truly finished with the cosplay. You keep improving, you keep working it up, you keep trying to outdo yourself. You just gotta keep amping it up and working it up until you're finally satisfied. But I wanted to show my progress over the past 5 years, or 5.5 years since 2018. It's crazy how far my cosplay journey has come. But, I mean, overall, cosplay is one of my favorite hobbies. And to 2018 Tad, you're gonna go far. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope it wasn't too sporadic or confusing. This is my final cosplay. I'm so glad, you guys stuck around to watch me show you how I do it. Quick shout out to KineticSocks for the Armsocks, Rocket Man Props for the gem. Thank you to Epic Cosplay Wigs for, well, the wig, obviously. And then thank you to We Love Colors for the tights. And thank you to Amazon. Here's that Jeff Bezos clout. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I may come out with new videos, or I won't post another video for another 5 years. I guess we'll see. Later. It's falling. Oh. Oh. See, this is what happens when you don't have a proper setup and you're just working with what you got. This happens.